This is the Transformers Studio Series, or Studio Series 86, Devastator from the movie Transformers, the movie 1986. But wait, we cannot begin with the combined mode. We gotta start from the Constructicons themselves. Okay, so today we are building the Studio Series 86 Devastator from the movie Transformers, the movie way back in 1986. It will feature all 6 Constructicons featuring deluxe classes, Bone Crusher and Scavenger, Voyager classes, Mixmaster and Scrapper, and the set of 2 Commander class set of 2 both Voyager class Hook and Long Haul. Now I do have individual detailed reviews of each and every one of these figures on my channel. Go check them out first. If you haven't and you've decided not to watch them because you just want to go fast forward and watch this review instead, don't worry, we will be showing off the transformations of these figures as well. And throughout this video, I will also be showing off my knockoff G1 Devastator. It's really a piece of crap. Bought it for $5 like 10 years ago, but it will serve its purpose just to represent how the G1 Devastator looked like. So let's get right to it. Also, if you remember in my review of Hook and Long Haul, they do have the combination piece, the lower torso and upper legs of Devastator, as well as the other parts, which we will also include in this review. So to get things started, we must turn each and every one of them into their vehicle mode.
Constructicons transform! Phase 1!
Let's begin with Scrapper. And here is the G1 Scrapper. To transform, push the head down. That's as far as it goes because it's a knockoff. Go ahead and fold the legs. That. And that's it. That's the alt mode. Okay, on to the Studio Series version. Okay, go ahead and pop this out. Go ahead and fold down that head. Go ahead and fold up the rear part of the legs. Rotate the cockpit. Tab those in. Tab them in place. Now for these bits right here. Go ahead and fold them up. Go ahead and fold up the arms. Fold down the fists and then tab them in. This one just stays here. And there you go. There is the alt mode of Scrapper. Next up is Mixmaster. And here is the G1 Mixmaster. Go ahead and fold, and it needs to clear, barely. Go ahead and fold, combine, and that's it. G1 Mixmaster. Now for the Studio Series. I'm gonna go ahead and open up these panels up like that. Hold the knees in the wrong direction. Like that. Go ahead and open this up. Fold down these bits. Combine the legs and transform. And then this panel right here moves up. The arms are going to move up, and lock in place. Lock in place, lock, and then finally the barrel. Go ahead and transform that. And there is Mixmaster in his cement mixer truck alt mode. Here we have Bone Crusher. And here is the G1 Bone Crusher. It's kind of funny. It's funnier in G1, but yeah, you can understand why he looks really funny. It's because of this guy, right? Okay, go ahead and fold that up. Okay, fold. I'm being very careful because this is a knockoff and the parts are very, very brittle. There is the Bulldozer alt mode, G1. Now for the Studio Series version, go ahead and fold that up. Okay, go ahead and unpeg. And he's always very, very tricky because of the way the arms transform. So, okay, let's do our best to show it off again. Rotate, plug in. Okay, rotate and plug in. And then fold the arms inward. Okay. Okay, and then hopefully this tabs in. Okay, there we go. All right. And fold the feet and the legs. Okay. Okay. Cover. And then fold the bulldozer part, and there you go. Bone crusher. Next we have Scavenger. Here is the G1 Scavenger. Yep, look very similar. Okay, transform this one. A little different from Bone Crusher. Okay, then this bit right here. Go ahead, fold that. Okay, then fold, and there you go. Scavenger. Now for the Studio Series, fold the fists, the feet, okay, and fold that head in, okay, this out, unpeg, and then fold, and then, come on, okay. Okay, tab everything in. Okay, fold. Okay, and there is Scavenger in his excavator alt mode. Very cool. Okay, next up is Hook. Here is the G1 counterpart. Yep, not much. Okay, let's go ahead and fold the head, collapse the arms, and then the feet. They are going to fold this. Okay, and then the crane, and there you go. There is Hook. It's crane mode. On to Studio Series. Start with the legs. Okay. Pull this back out. Go ahead and fold the legs. And tab them in. Okay. Fold. Okay. Whole section right here moves out, and then the arms folds up, tabs in, collapse, and fold, and there you go. There is Hook in his crane alt mode. And finally, Long Haul. Here is the G1 counterpart. On my copy, the neck has already but shattered. Like the pieces have just broken because it's so soft and cheap. Anyway, so go ahead and fold that. Fold the fists. Out of all the G1 Constructicons, I think Long Haul has the most intricate transformation. That up. Okay, there you go. Dump truck alt mode. Onto the Studio Series. Okay, and fold the fists. Fold the heel spurs. Fold these out. Go ahead and unfold the torso. Fold down the head. Fold this back up. And the arms. Fold. Okay. And tab. Fold. Tab. Finally, legs. Okay. There is long haul in his alt mode. Here's the trailer. You can attach the trailer if you wanted to onto long haul. There you go. And now that they're in their alt modes, we need to transform them into their combination modes.
Transform! Phase 2!
For the G1 figures, they're pretty easy. Scavenger just goes like this. That's it. Bone Crusher just goes like this, and that's it. Then you attach the arm. Scrapper, you fold down the arms like this, and then the scoop just stays there. For a Mixmaster, it's a little different. You need to pull out that front cab and then swing out. You see what I mean? Remember when I talked about Mixmaster in my review for long haul and hook, that the transformation for G1 really has the whole cab moving up instead of just the front part of the cab moving up. And then long haul, you gotta move the whole leg assembly down, move this back down, and that's that. And then finally hook, fold that, split this up, and then this one moves like this, okay? And then you put the Devastator head piece right there, this one here, and that's that. On to Studio Series. Let's begin with the arms. So the right arm first. Go ahead and fold that out. Okay. Rotate that back in. There you go. Bone Crusher. Go ahead and fold that out. Fold this one out. Fold that back in. There you go. The left arm done. Let's move to the legs. Scrapper. Go ahead and fold that down. The arms, you're gonna fold this way. And my review of Scrapper, I thought this was going to be the final mode, the combination mode. Fold that back up. Very stable, but the instructions say you gotta fold out the fists. I don't know, I don't think that was necessary. It's extra stability on the back, but okay. Just for the purpose of being legit and official, that's that. And then Mixmaster, as I showed off in my long haul and hook review, just fold it up like this, tab that in, fold this out. Instructions say to fold it just up to here, diagonally like that, but I don't know. I don't feel too good about that. I think it's gonna be like this. So, but for official, the official transformation is just up to there. So, okay. On to the torso, long haul and hook. Let's begin with long haul. Move this out just for now. These pieces, it's gonna move this way. Okay. And rotate, rotate, fold it out, fold it back, and tab. And then tab onto the side. There. Do the same on the other side. Fold up, fold, tab, and then just tab onto the side. Okay. All right. Now the legs, fold like this, tab them together. This panel right here is gonna fold, fold. And then you've got the heel spurs. Okay. Okay. And then hook. Fold that up. Fold. Lift up and move to the side. Go ahead and fold. Fists. Fold. Fold. And the feet. The head, spread out, okay, and then combine, okay, on. Fold this and tab and lock. Okay. Hold this down. Rotate. Hold out. Out. Okay. And then this one. It's back there. Okay. Then fold this out. And then fold this out. It takes a lot of inspiration from the old Combiner Wars. So I'm glad they kept some of the really nice engineering of the Combiner Wars Devastator. So there you go. There is torso mode. So to combine the G1 Constructicons into Devastator, you will need a boatload of other pieces. It's a parts forming combiner. And the original, I believe, had the same gimmick as this one. It has the spring-loaded fists, I think. The old G1 had it. That was a cool gimmick, but today's standards, for safety reasons, they don't do that anymore. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, go ahead and connect the arms onto Scavenger and Bone Crusher. Okay, and then hook, we'll use the headpiece, which is, you just combine it this way. Okay, and then you can attach him to long haul. You can hear that squeaking. It is just a few more years into brittleness and it'll just break up. I'm pretty sure this thing's gonna break up. Then this bit. This is probably the most difficult part of the combination because you have to squeeze this thing in, and being that it is a knockoff, it's very, very brittle. You'll need to find a way to just squeeze this thing in without breaking. Okay. Did we do it? Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that because I think if I push any more, this thing's just gonna break. But you get the idea. You have to squeeze it in between long haul's legs or thighs. There, and then scrapper. Okay, there we go. All right, and then mix master. You just plug him in right there. And then this bit right here, you attach it underneath long haul. So it forms the waist. The arms, they combine this way. And then this one combines this way. I mean, it wasn't the best toy, but back in the 80s, this was a thing. This was a really, really cool toy to have back in the 80s. I mean, he's not standing up properly, obviously, because it's a KO. And it's really just the way he combines. It's a very unstable combination. He doesn't have lower legs. It's just a waist piece, and no knees, no nothing. Okay, and then the gun, like I mentioned earlier, it's very G1. Now we can compare it. Yeah, very similar. Okay, you can have him hold it. Okay. And then finally, that sort of jet wing chest piece does combine here. Okay, and that's as good as it gets, folks. It was a crazy, crazy combination mode. I mean, it's super ugly right now. You're thinking, how could anybody buy this? But back then, this was such a treat to have. If you had this, you'd play with your friends. You'd be Devastator, prepare for extermination. And now for the Studio Series, let's begin with the arms. So instructions say to just combine the four arms onto Scavenger and Bone Crusher. Just do it first. Okay, the legs are a little tricky because Scrapper needs to be split like this. And then you have to tab him properly right here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if okay, there we go. All right. That's one leg down. Okay. And then Mixmaster, you have to slide. You know, it would have been easier if we just move this out first. Okay. And slide it there and move it back in. Okay, there we go. All right, onto the torso. Form, feet, and legs. Form, arms, and torso. And I'll form the head. No, wrong cartoon. Sorry. So combine. Okay, these pieces right here. And let's see if we can do this first. Go ahead and just slide that scavenger port. Let me see if I can. Okay, and then the bone crusher port. Okay, let me see if we can. Okay, all right. The chest piece is going to combine here, if you can see that, here, and then it's going to tab onto the tank treads. So go ahead and line that up. Okay, interesting. It's a more solid combination. It's more solid attachment, I think, and less risky than the Combiner Wars, because the Combiner Wars had a port here, and then they had to squeeze it in between these ports of hook, and I really was afraid I was going to break a tab here and there. But this one seems to be a huge improvement because they're thick tabs and it's a more stable attachment. Because the Combiner Wars, I had half attached it because I didn't want to put it all the way in for fear of breaking. But this one, you don't have to fear any of that, those pieces breaking, because it's a very, very solid combination. Now I can see right here already that the shoulder is kind of high. The articulation is going to be weird, but we'll see how it goes. And then finally, we bring the upper torso and attach it to the lower torso via this huge peg. See if we can do this properly. Okay, all right. Oh, that is a huge peg. Okay, the backpack. Okay, supposed to attach them and form a huge backpack, which is, again, very, very G1.
Prepare to meet your doom. Nothing can withstand the might of Devastator.
So, okay, he looks decent enough. He looks a little squat, much smaller than I expected, but it's a very, very solid combination. And like I mentioned in my Titan Star Convoy, Star Optimus Prime review, the smaller scale actually brings with it a lot of playability. You can easily manipulate the figure. And you see the articulation. Yeah, I was afraid of this. These shoulders are just way too high. It should be here, but maybe DNA design will fix that. So it's got shoulder articulation. It's got the ratcheting and swivel elbows, wrists, and the fingers. The neck, yep, swivel neck. It's got a waist swivel. The legs can do the splits. You lift the flap and kick forward, backward. It's got thigh swivel. Is there a hinge knees? Yep, ratcheting hinge knees. And of course, the rocker tilts. Okay, I think it's pretty decent. The colors are very G1 accurate. I just can't get over how short the legs are. But, I mean, compared to the Combiner Wars, he just looks a little squat because the torso is huge. But again, I think they were going for that G1 accuracy where the torso is really bigger and less unproportioned compared to the legs. Speaking of G1, here he is with that infamous Combiner. It's definitely a huge improvement. I mean, come on, guys. You can't really fault Hasbro for trying to make it look like this, but better. And if you want to see them with the blockies, Galaxy Defender version Devastator, here they all are, all three of them. I had this one configured like the G1 style, not the way the blockies wanted you to transform it. Yeah, it's definitely nice to be a Transformers collector now. If you're a big fan of Devastator, from where we came from in the 80s, in 1984, 85, we have this and this. And if you wanted to see how this new Devastator fares with a Titan class figure, here he is with the Age of the Primes, Titan class Star Convoy or Star Optimus Prime. And so some final thoughts on the Studio Series 86 Devastator. Man, I really enjoyed this figure. I mean, I did have some issues with the backpack and the shortness of the legs, But overall, I'm very happy with this combined mode. I think the scaled down version of the combiners is a pretty good decision on the part of Hasbro. Like I mentioned in my Titan Star Convoy review, the smaller scale allows for better playability, it allows for better interaction with other figures. It may not be in perfect scale with every single G1 style Generations Transformer from the 1986 movie, but I think it's great. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more manageable. You can display it in a smaller shelf. You don't need such a huge display area. It's really for the mainline collector. If you want something that's bigger, more detailed, and just overall a massive figure, then you go to the third-party company products. They've got better masterpiece scaled figures. But for the mainline collector who just wants to just have fun with the figures, just play around with them, bang them about, and just have a lot of fun with them, this is a perfect figure. I really enjoyed this figure, and despite its flaws, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I think it's the best Devastator we've had from the mainline Generations line. Let me know what you guys think of the Studio Series 86 Devastator. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews, and if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Constructicons!